Good morning, students. Today we can learn Newton's third law statement and its examples, and after that we can see problems related to Newton's second law. Okay, students. So Newton's third law definition. Okay, students. The Newton's first law, second law, third law statements are very important. You have to write the statements your own or mug up the statements according to the textbooks. What do you have from the Singes or from other reference books, and understand the concepts. The first law, second law, third law are very important, and these are the very basic concepts for us. Okay, now see Newton's third law statement. For every action, so for every action there is an equal and opposite. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. For every action there is an equal and opposite. So what is that, students? Reaction. Okay, this is called Newton's third law statement. Okay, students, for every action force, Newton's third law gives the directions of the direction of forces. Okay, students. It gives the direction of forces acting on the objects. So this is the definition, students. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction will be there. So that is called, for every action force an equal and opposite reaction forces will be there. See one example, student. See one example. So what is that? For example, this is earth, you consider. This is the earth. So we know that this is the earth. Okay. And we know that moon is revolving around the earth. So that is called moon is revolving around the earth. So moon is revolving around the earth, means earth is attracting the moon. Okay, students, earth is attracting the moon. Or you see students, consider one object. So that is, consider two objects. That is object A and object B. You consider. So A and B are the two objects I considered here. Okay. So A mass is M and B mass also you consider some. Its mass is you consider M1. Its mass you consider M2. Okay. Now A attracts B with some force. So A is attracting B with some force, that is force on so A is attracting B, no, force on B by A. If you consider this is action, then B also attracts A with the same amount of force, that is force on A by B. Okay, these forces are equal in magnitude. So that is, see, FBA force direction is this side and FAB force direction is this side. See students, here FAB means, so what we call force on A by force on A by B. So, and if you consider this is called action force, so if we consider this is called action force, so then FBA means force on B. FBA means force on B. So is equal to FBA is equal to, so what will write students? Force on B by A. Okay students, this is, you can call it as reaction force. Okay, if this is the action, or if you call action force, and you can call this is the reaction force. Okay students, so for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Okay students, so this is the object A. Okay, object A is, consider this is like earth and you consider this is like apple. Okay students, now if this A is the earth is attracting the apple, then apple also attracts earth by the same force only. So means these forces, so these forces, action reaction forces acts on two different objects, not on the single body. So I am writing action and reaction forces. Action and reaction forces action and reaction forces act on two different objects. Act on two different objects. Action and reaction forces acts on two different objects. So they do not act on the same body. Okay, they act on different objects. They are equal in magnitude, opposite in directions. So they will be equal in magnitude. So they are equal in magnitude. Equal in magnitude. They are equal in magnitude, opposite in directions. Opposite in directions. Okay students, remember these points are very important regarding so action and reaction force acts on two different objects. They do not act on the same body. They act on two different objects. If action is on B, so then reaction on will be A. So they are equal in magnitudes. Okay, they are equal in magnitudes. Means force on A by B is same as that of force on B by A. But action force is this direction, reaction force is that direction. Okay students, so we can write like this. So action force. Okay, so you can write simply like this, see students, action force is equal to minus of reaction force. Action force is equal to minus of reaction force, you are writing. Means A is attracting B. If I consider action force is force on B by A, which is equal to minus of force on A by B. Means their magnitudes will be same. their magnitudes will be same and directions will be different. So that is about they are equal in magnitude, opposite in directions. So action is equal to minus of reaction force, you have to write it. Okay students, but if you write the magnitudes, so that is magnitude of B, so magnitudes of action reactions are equal. So you can write magnitudes of action force and reaction forces are equal. So that is I have written they are equal in magnitude, opposite in directions we have written, means magnitudes of FBA. Magnitude of FBA means modulus of FBA is equal to magnitude of FAB. Magnitude of FAB. So you will get like this. So magnitudes are equal, directions are different. Okay students, so next point, action reaction forces never cancel with each other. So next you have to write it. So action and reaction forces, action and reaction are never cancel with each other. They act simultaneously on the bodies. So they means action reaction. They act simultaneously. They act simultaneously on the same bodies. They act simultaneously at a time. They will act simultaneously on the different objects. Okay students, and remember students, action and reaction forces, action and reaction forces do not act, so do not act on the same body, do not act on the same object, on the same body. So they do not act on the same body, that's why they never cancel with each other. So you should remember these points students. Action reaction will act on two different bodies. They are equal in magnitude, opposite in directions. They never cancel with each other and they do not act on the single body also. They act simultaneously on different objects. Action reaction forces do not act on the same body and they never cancel with each other also we have written. And they exist like a pairs. Action reaction forces, so action reaction forces, they exist like pairs. They exist like pairs. So means if you have the action force, you have the reaction force. They existed like a pairs. Okay students, now these are the points which are important regarding the Newton's third law. Now we can see examples of Newton's third law. So examples of Newton's third law. The examples of Newton's third law. Okay students, see what are the examples of Newton's third law we are going to see. Okay, swimming of a man in the water is possible because of the Newton's third law. Swimming of a man swimming of a man is possible. Swimming of a man is possible because of Newton's third law. Because of Newton's third law. Okay, students, see, while swimming, we push water backward. So that is called action. And water pushes us in the forward, which is called reaction. Action is on water. While swimming, we push the water. We are pushing the water back like this, which is called action. Water pushes you in the same direction in the forward. That is called reaction. Okay, students, swimming of a man is possible because of Newton's third law. And next one, so rowing a boat. So rowing a boat is an example. Rowing a boat is an example of Newton's third law. Is an example of rowing a boat. Rowing a boat is an example. Rowing a boat is also an example of Newton's third law. And next one, so rowing the boat. See, while when the boat is there in the water, and with a stick we push the water backward, and the water pushes the boat in the forward. So means action is on the water, reaction is on the boat. As a result of that, boat starts moving. So we push the water backward with the stick, that is rowing stick. We are rowing like this continuously. Means we are pushing the water back. We are pushing the water back, and water pushes the boat in the forward. Okay, so rowing a boat is an example of Newton's third law. And swimming of a man also. So see, they are equal in magnitude. They never cancel. If they cancel, we can't swim. So we will exert some force on the water. Water will exert the same amount of force on us. Action is on water. Reaction is on us. If they never cancel, if they cancel, we cannot move forward while swimming in the water. So swimming doesn't possible if they cancel. So they are not cancelled. They are acting like pairs. They are equal in magnitudes, opposite directions, acting simultaneously, giving accelerations for the body. Means forces are same. If the see, we are pushing the water backward, some water will go back with certain acceleration. Entire water in the lake can't go because of little effort of the force. The same amount of force will act on the boat. The same amount of force will act on the boat. So the boat is getting accelerated. So the boat is getting accelerated by that force. If you keep on applying your action force on the water will exert the same reaction force on the boat, and boat starts to keep moving in the forward direction. So means rowing of a boat is an example. Okay, please understand this, students. So see here, in the rowing of the boat or the swimming, they are not cancelled each other, and they are not acting on the same body. They do not act on the same body. They never cancel with each other. They never cancel with each other. They exist like a pairs, and action is equal to reaction force you are writing. Okay, and motion of the rocket. So motion of the rocket. So motion of rocket. So motion of rocket. Motion of rocket is an example of is an example of Newton's third law. Okay, students, see. So motion of the rocket is an example of Newton's third law. And this is our rocket if you consider. This is our toy rocket. Small rocket if you consider. Okay, students. And through this nozzle, the gases are ejected in the backward direction. Okay, students. So gases are coming down. Okay. So this is the rocket. It will have different chambers. So fine. Action is the ejecting of gases. So action is in the downward direction. Action is in the downward direction. So that is called action means gases are ejected in the downward direction. So that is what, see students, gases. Gases are ejected in the downward. Gases are ejected in the downward, which is called action. If you consider this is the action force. So the gases are burning inside the rocket and they are coming down with some speed in the downward direction, which is called action force. As a result of that, reaction will act on the rocket. So reaction force will be on the rocket, action force is on the gases. So gases are expelling down or coming downward with certain speed. Okay, so as a result, rocket is moving in the upward direction. So motion of a rocket is an example. And similarly, if we throw a ball towards the wall, so this ball go and hit the wall, that is called action. So now ball exerts the same amount of force on the ball, so the ball comes back in the reverse direction, which is called reaction. So like action, reaction, forces, you can say the examples for action, reaction, forces. Okay. And next one, see students, next example. So what is that? Throwing a ball towards the wall. So throwing a ball towards the wall. So next example. So consider this is the wall. So consider students, this is the wall. This is a vertical wall. Okay students. So this is the wall and this is the ball. Okay students. So this is, what is this? A ball. And I have thrown this ball. Okay students. The ball comes and we have thrown like this. The ball comes and hits the wall. It is hitting the wall. Okay students. So this ball is hitting the wall. So means ball is exerting force. So this is the ball, it is exerting force. Okay, force on ball. Force on ball by force on ball by ball. This ball is coming and hitting. It is hitting here. So it is hitting the wall. It is hitting the wall. Means ball is exerting some force. Ball is exerting some force. Force on ball by ball is action force. So you will get action force. You will get is action force. Okay students. Then ball exerts the same amount of force. Now the ball exerts the force. So as a result, ball bounces back. So the ball comes back in the same direction. In the same direction it will come. But our conveniency, I am drawing the diagram just below it. Okay. So now this is called. Okay. Ball will move in this direction. So means ball is exerting the force. Now this ball exerting the same amount of force. How much force it will exert? The same amount of force it will exert on it. The ball is exerted. Force on ball. So now next one you can consider force on ball. So this is the force on ball. Okay. By what is that? Wall. Is, so which force students is the, so reaction force is the reaction force. Okay students, see they are acting on two different objects. Okay, action is on the wall, reaction is on the ball. Okay, so they are acting simultaneously. Okay, this is an example. So the motion of the ball towards the wall is an example. So that is motion of a ball or hitting a ball. So that is motion of ball. So what is that? Motion of a ball hitting the ball. Or a ball hitting the wall. So ball hitting the wall is an example of Newton's third law. And similarly, walking is also possible. So walking is also possible because of Newton's third law. Walking is also an example. Walking. So walking is an example. Walking is an example of Newton's third law. So if you consider this is the ground, and if we consider this is the ground, okay, so while we are walking with our leg we pushes this ground backward. So we pushes this ground backward. So this is the ground, students. So see, with little slanting of the leg, so with a little slanting of the leg, what we will do, we push the ground backward. So we are pushing the ground backward. Okay students, we are pushing the ground in the backward. Ground pushes you in the forward direction. Okay students, this is the ground. Okay, and you are pushing the ground. So this is the ground, horizontal ground. This is the horizontal ground. We are pushing the ground in the backward. Okay, so if you consider this is the action. So if this is the action force, then you will get this is the reaction force. So like this you will get action and reaction forces examples. You write some more examples your own for action, reaction, forces. So write some more examples, different examples, you search it and try to explain on your own words. For action and reaction, what is that, the pairs or action reaction forces, you write different examples, and after that keep solving the problems from exercise 1 and exercise 2. I teach only the difficulty problems. Already I asked the HOD sir, he said that he will keep the material in the assignment. You keep solving the difficulty problems and best models. Some of the models I will explain for you.